everybody. How's it going?
Hey guys, what's going on? Hi Top Hat. We're playing some Visionary Squad again. Oh, this server is empty. Hold on. This the one lobby just cleared out the whole server. I wish I could do that. Hold on. Let me join into the big one. That was the big one, as it turned out. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Your laptop was taken away. It's so over. Alright, let's throw a Grid City easy out there with all the good stuff. Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. We're just hanging out until somebody joins our lobby. Summer's about to come as well. Summer's gonna be pretty cool. Pretty hot though. A little too much for me. That's why fall is my favorite season. Hey, pilot. But you like the assassin? Assassin's cool. I am not sure what um I'm not sure what assassin does right now. Um, but the in the past they've been good, at least in a role with some kind of tank. I think they're different now. I guess we can check. Uh, Stackable speed buff. Yep. Immune to knockback and stuns for 1 second after cloak attacking. That's cool. Go invisible and become untargetable by enemies. Attacking while in cloak will give you a shield to make you deal more damage and confuse enemies and end the ability early. Each enemy hit will heal you slightly. Throw a decoy that distracts and groups of enemies explodes after a set duration. Uh, so it's pretty much the same. It's just that it stuns now. Let's go. There we go. We got our first group. You spend so much on Mimi just for them to be mid. I think you gotta. I think Mimi. Most people get confused by Mimi because she's in the damage category. They expect her to just be able to go in on anything and do damage. You can't do that. Gotta choose your targets, and you gotta know your targets, like what you can jump on and what you can't. Yeah, assassin I think deals the most damage of any class once you get them kind of on something. I guess it's me then. Better believe I'm going airstrike. Engineer, nice. After a little bit of thinking, engineer is probably my favorite class. As much as I love commander, like the idea of commander and the idea of somebody like armament, engineer is just too good, bro. Dies pretty quick if you're not careful. Yeah, it's always been the downside of assassin. And now you can actually work around that instead of just having to take some damage sometimes, because your what's it called? Your coming out of stealth now stuns people, so you can actually hit and run and not get absolutely owned. Assassin's pretty fun. I haven't played much of them though. I'm not a big fan of like squishy characters. Oh, what's everybody up to? We going in? I think I want to upgrade the engineer and the sniper first because they get the most value out of their first upgrade. And then that's it. They buff engineer because last time I played, they felt so bad. It's most of engineer is as good as you can play with it, because it's all about switching really quickly to the buildings that you actually want. It's all about knowing when you should be doing what, because engineer can build things for 1,000 different roles and they can do things for 1,000 different roles. So it's all about in the moment choosing what's good for the current situation. How is Bruiser doing? Bruiser ain't doing too bad. Let's upgrade him. Oh, Bruiser is 80 health now? I remember them having 60 health before. Medic plus assassin and heal tower and a tank to tank those hits is pretty dang overpowered. Yeah, that's kind of always been the assassin strat. Go with commander or defender and just shred everything. Mostly the biggest benefit, honestly, of engineer is that her shotgun is no schlump. Like she can one shot most things early game. Although this one doesn't seem like he quite knows what's going on around him. Hopefully he doesn't die after. Nope. All right. You know, hey, these things happen. I guess I'll upgrade Bear because I know he won't die. I guess I'll get a heal tower down. Yeah, but engineer can be a tank. She can be eco. She can be DPS, either personal or support DPS. She can be a healer. Eco. I don't know, everything, man. So I feel like engineer is probably the hardest to master out of all the classes, but the payoff is kind of massive. Nuke all those guys. Eel has been fun. Eel is definitely fun. Yeah. Let's get engineer level up as much as I don't want to do that. Because I feel I have a weird feeling in the back of my throat that this might be a poor investment. Huntsman is also good, providing extra cash and extra DPS. Huntsman is really good if he's the best DPS in the current lineup. Like if he's with a bunch of supports and a bunch of tanks, he's great. Oh my god, engineer, please. Literally begging you right now to not get absolutely owned. I feel like he should be fine on this one. Unless he gets a rock thrown at him, which then he's kind of cooked. Hey, nice. I feel like engineer should be the highest in terms of cost and where you can buy it in Visionary Squad. I feel like the engineer should be the last thing you are able to buy in the support category because I feel like they are the hardest. What's the biggest one right now? I think it's merchant. Merchant. You don't even play the game. You just place down your shop and then you go off on your own little adventure. All right. So why is everyone dying? What's going on here? Who else is up high on support? Bard? Okay, Bard, yeah, actually. Bard is second place. Lieutenant? Actually, no, I think Lieutenant might be up there as well. And Lieutenant ain't too difficult. You just need to be targeting whatever your teammates are targeting to get your tokens fast. Okay, guys, I need you to wake up, okay? Sorry. I'm blaming you personally for this. Okay, level this up. Let's get a mortar going. I feel like I should have been doing this from the very beginning. Because that engineer buff is kind of crazy. 4 engineers? Holy moly. You get everything pretty much instantly. Especially stuff like Marketplace. Oh no. Eel's legging out big time. Our engineer left too. Well, we still get the passive, yippee. Fellas, it's not looking good. Take an upgrade. Oh yeah. Airstrike. Airstrike is just too damn good, man. I feel like Nuke has just been left in the dust. I mean, it already really was bad. Really, the biggest problem with it is that it doesn't do significant damage to bosses. And that's really the only thing that separates it from, or the only thing that would separate it from Airstrike. Because Airstrike one-shot kills entire waves anyway. Which enemy do I hate the most for every difficulty? EODs in hard, for sure. Glitches in insane. In easy, it's probably catapults. In medium, I guess trappers. Or yeah, I guess trappers. What are we looking at here? Okay, you get 2 levels up. Hopefully you learn that you can drink your soda to heal full health. Otherwise, I think you might hold on. Mostly, most of the reason I don't like those is that they force you to use specific Visionites. Those are the things I don't like the most out of all the mechanics in this game. Like liches force you to use they force you to use the what are they called? They force you to use some kind of long range or very mobile character. The trappers force you to use either eel or zapper, or else you will be inundated by 10 bajillion billion orbs. And the catapult also forces you to use zapper, otherwise your base will be destroyed, like ours is about to. Lieutenant, uh, the Lieutenant is mostly because the level requirement to get up to him, and uh, also because he doesn't really have that much personal skill expression. You spawn in your guys, they go get them, and the only thing you're doing is shooting something so that other people can kill them. So it's not super engaging on the personal level. It used to be even worse because you only spawned in a ally every wave or every 2 waves. And that was really bad. Yeah, you gotta remember that lieutenant is a French word. So it's Liu. Liue. And then tenant. Which is not terrible to remember. Oh my god. Bro, please. Begging you right now. Don't lag out anymore. I'm gonna put down some zappers. I remember back when I first got into this game, having Rail Sniper was like a peak status symbol. That means you have been around in this game enough to get that drop in the shop, and also you had enough money to buy it. But now I see it pretty commonly. You're the only one who types. Oh, what? No. This is not going good for the fellas. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. 271, 271, 312. Okay, we're fine. Boulders deal quite a lot of damage. Yeah, they do. I don't know if... I believe zappers deal with them as well as eel. I gotta level him up before he gets to the fight because I don't think this guy uses his cola. Please don't die. I'm begging you. Alright. Bruiser, please. Nope. Alright. Awesome. I think, guys, it might be over. Yeah. GG. Not sure about that one. Maybe I gotta take off uninsured. I am trying to teach beginners after all. Snowstorm cabins. You can't get on top of the houses on snowstorm cabins anymore. If you were there, you could clutch. Yeah. You keep lagging. Drats. Easy. Worn down. No downtime. And then we just need something else besides uninsured. Healthy. All enemies have more health. That seems reasonable. Why this year is going so bad for popular YouTubes? What do you mean? I don't pay that much attention to mainstream YouTubers. I don't pay that much attention to YouTube at all, actually. I'm hoping to be a Visionite this time, or at least actually all the times I want to be a Visionite, because I get to play Scout, and then I can protect my teammates. Defender is one of the better tanks. He's about to get even better. Defender is getting... Really, all the classes are getting a pretty major change. Demo is one of the big ones. Demo is becoming insane. Like, really, really good. Even better than he already is. Defender is getting a change. If you want to check out all these changes, they're all in the Discord. Oh, yeah, Top Hat. That's been happening for years, really. Yeah, but all the changes are on the Discord. Defender is really good for being a tank. Yeah, Defender is kind of the... Well, I guess it makes sense as being the first class that you get, but he is the quintessential tank. Oh, somebody's computer was really bad. Or they just weren't able to join for whatever reason. Maybe they'll join later. Alright. Defender works so well. Yeah, that's why I want pretty much all tanks to have some form of taunting, and I also want all, what is it called? I want at least all difficulties to have a few enemies that only go for the objective. Because honestly, that would make Slicer balanced. The current Slicer we have right now, if and there were enemies that specifically didn't attack them and only attacked allies that had some kind of taunt. Is Alchemist good? Alchemist is about to get a lot better, like all classes, but Alchemist right now is really only good in taunt tank setups, like with Defender or Commander, or Engineer, where they're able to sit somewhere and sit somewhere reasonably near the front lines and kind of just set up. Uh, I'm gonna be scout. Uh, unless he doesn't, which then I'm gonna switch over to Demolitionist. Cool. Do I like the minigun or sword more? Juggernaut change was really good. It was. A lot of people were actually really angry about uh, the Juggernaut change. They didn't like it. Um, ugh. uh, you missed the minigun. Yeah, it still has the minigun. It's just an LMG now. It's mechanically the same, but visually different. Um, what was I about to say? Yeah, people really didn't like the Juggernaut change, and I'm really not sure why. Because really, all the changes they've made recently, which I really liked, have been all about increasing the player interactivity, which is why the Druid change was so unpopular with me, at least, and a few people. Was that Druid before you used to have to line up your shots, your radius wasn't as big, so you had to follow people around. And if you did that, it was really just a better healer than Medic. Although Medic at the time did have some utility in their ability to save people twice. Now Druid is just a heal tower. And there's not really much you can do other than just sit by your tree, and that's it. Which is a shame, because I actually really liked playing Druid before it was changed. Where do you even place rods on this map? Just place it around your allies or on your tank. Somewhere in between the spawn and you is usually the answer. Oh, this guy's got spikes. That is kind of mega based. Oh, this guy's actually got some W turret placement. Alright. I have confidence. And he's got some heal towers down. Nice. This guy might know what's up. Why did they hate the change? I am still not sure. I feel like people might have not liked it because it might have been too strong. Because he is quite strong, at least against groups of enemies, or if he can keep his fury up to keep that combo going. Uh-oh. I have no clue how you upgrade on console. I wish Hayden was here. He could explain it. Your country is really dying? That seems to be the case for a lot of countries right now. Oh, our fourth guy is back. What did they make him? Did they make him a scout? I'm guessing it did. Come on now. It's nice that he was able to join, though. Hopefully this guy figures out how to upgrade people. Otherwise, we are in for a world of pain. Hey, look at that. You figured it out. Nice. Yeah, what, did it make him a scout? No, he's the Juggernaut. I guess he... Did it randomize what he was when he joined? Is he the sniper? I guess so. Interesting. Yeah, can you... Oh, you... Okay, you still can. Okay, but they put a lip on there, so you can't, what is it called? You can't just jump up there. You have to have a mobility tool of some kind. Come on. No? I got up there before. How did I do that? Is Paintballer worth it if you're really good? Paintballer is probably the hardest control in this game right now. It's about cooldown management, about height management. It's about a lot of things. And it's not like a thing where you can mess up a few times while you're trying to figure it out. It is if you mess up once, you are dead because you have 35 health. So it's a really tough class to master. But if you get good at it, it is the best damage in the game. You are dealing over 1,000 damage with a single shot. Ugh. 35? 35 what? Uh, 35 HP. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, 35 HP. It's not good. But it's mostly because Paintballer is never supposed to be touching the ground. He is a aerial class. You go up into the air, and really once you hit level 3, if you're good, if you're like a good paintballer, you're not supposed to be touching the ground after that. You are able to sit in the air 24/7, and the only thing that would be able to hurt you then would be projectiles or some kind of pillar like the Acolyte does. Which makes medium actually one of the hardest game modes for paintballer to exist in. Except Insane, which also has a paintballer type, and also has railgunners. Railgunners are also your bane. Anything hit scan, because you can't take any damage. Like a helicopter, yeah. Dang, I do like damage. Real. Oh no, I'm stuck on the edge now. Oh, never mind. Wait, since they added the hitbox, can you just like... Yeah, you can just hang off the edge now. Awesome. Gives you an even better firing angle. Wait, can I... There we go. That's where we want to be. Yeah, engineer and paintballer are probably some of the toughest Visionites to master. Next to those, probably armament. In terms of tank and juggernaut. Both of those are quite tough. Because on juggernaut you have to master your combo of what becomes useful when, especially with your E. Coming off cooldown around 5 rage. You almost have to slow down how many people you kill per second so you can get that cooldown reduction. And armament is all about how much damage you can take before you can deal your damage, and also the form swap tech. What about arrow? Arrow is not too bad. It's just that arrow is constantly being sabotaged in Nightmare and by bosses. Arrow is probably the least fun Visionite to play if you're fighting a boss of any kind. Because he can't push bosses. Berserker? Berserker is not too tough right now. You just have to keep your health in check. But Berserker in the future, because I've on the Discord, Flamekey has posted the Berserker change. Berserker looks like it's going to be a lot harder to play in the future. The jug left, yeah. Oh dear. Not feeling too awesome about this. This is what I was made for. One shot. Eel can't tank. Oh yeah. None of us can. We all have good close range capabilities, but we can't deal it, or we can't take it. We can just dish it out, which is not a great combo. Sleep time? Yeah. Education is important? Question mark. Get a good nap. Fellas, it ain't looking good. Ow. I gotta jump down to protect the statue. Nice, there's the airstrike. Very cool. Ah, I couldn't jump up. Do you think you can run 4 DPS with success? You could run 4 DPS if you have a scout. A scout is pretty essential for any DPS heavy build. It would have to be probably scout, hunter, scout, hunter, soldier, and sniper. Yeah. Because that would give you all of the benefits of all of them, or all the benefits of every group. Is Scout good? Scout is a big benefit to any squishy team, since Scout directly counters assassins. He's basically like a protector. I mean, he is a protector, but he is a protector put through a damage lens, where he attacks specifically the thing that would hurt your teammates. So it's a good thing to have him on teams where assassins might be a problem. Flame or cryo? I'd say cryo over flamethrower. Flamethrower is all right, but especially compared to future demo, it's not going to be that good. The only reason you'd use flamethrower at the moment is to deal with really high defense enemies like Weeping Angels, and that's really it. And especially on certain maps, flamethrower really struggles. Meanwhile, cryo is almost like cryo is a busted, broken damage character. You can your left click pierces through I think about 5 people and does more than 40 damage to them, and he can benefit from accelerator unlike flamethrower. It's pretty damn good. I feel like a lot of people kind of gloss over flamethrower or cryo. It's mostly because cryo is kind of hard to play, or at least hard to aim, because his attacks are so slow, both in fire rate and in projectile speed. And his benefit doesn't seem like he's benefiting very much from doing what he does. And somebody left. You wish Accelerator was more fun? Or accountant. Accountant's all right. But they do. I feel like they could have a little bit more engagement. But in terms of Accelerator news, Accelerator is going to work with Scout now, which means he's going to have crazy, crazy damage with Accelerator. Like I think Scout already has the highest damage in this game, but with Accelerator, it's going to be even better. Because that's 160 damage per shot, plus the bonus from rapid reload, plus Accelerator, which is almost double fire rate again. It's going to be insane. Scout mains are going to be plentiful. Who do we got? We got Sniper, Cryo, and Juggernaut. Alright, Juggernaut kind of looks like he knows what he's doing. I hope so. Cryo plus Juggernaut ain't the worst combo in the universe. Sniper is also here. We want to upgrade Cryo really early because Cryo's upgrades are a big part of his damage. Like we can see here, his third upgrade is almost 8 times his damage, and so was his previous upgrade because it was like from 2 damage up to 8 damage. And he does 2 pierce. So you have to upgrade Cryo really quickly, but it's fine because he's really cheap. Sniper mid, I feel like not enough people use Sniper, and I feel like that's a loss. Because Sniper, I feel like is quite all right. You just, really the big part of Sniper is you have to get good at his E once you get higher level, and that's why I feel that Sniper's E should be available from level 1 all the way up till level 5, and it should just be worse. Just reduce. I feel like reduce his damage across the board, keep his headshot, and then let him pierce from level 1 all the way up to level 5. Hey Leonis, haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? Let's get a heal tower cooking. Let's upgrade him, make sure he doesn't die. Yeah, if we had that scout here, that would be awesome. Because then those assassins wouldn't stand a chance. Just working on the flight sim? It's hard to aim. What, Cryo? Yeah. Cryo's a little tough. What's your next upgrade? Your next upgrade is you get another Pierce. So that is 33% more damage. And your damage is also increased by almost double. Again. I know Hayden is a Cryo main. He's a Cryo / Juggernaut main. But he's insane with Cryo. Like he almost soloed insane with nothing but Cryo. You're working on a flight sim, as in you're working on your own like game, or are you working on like the hardware stuff? Heal tower over here as well, and another heal tower over here. We want to kind of spread out the heals so that no matter where they are. E. We want to get another cryo upgrade because that's kind of big. He's on mobile? That is most unfortunate. Although this game isn't, as far as I've seen, isn't too hostile to anybody who isn't on a PC. Which is nice. It's nice that I can suggest this game as something that's good, regardless of what platform you're on. Okay, that's an upgrade for you. It's good on Xbox, yeah. That's what Hayden does it on. And he's always done quite well for himself. Airstrike. Airstrike is just too good. Oh my god. I love air support. I got myself a salami cheese sandwich. It's pretty good. Yeah, and his last upgrade is 10 more damage and another pierce. Plus an increase to his freeze time, ability cooldowns, everything. His upgrades are super nice. So if you see a cryo doing even a little bit well, his upgrades aren't like they aren't expensive. His last upgrade is 2K, and that's fine. That's like a round of profit. And his other upgrades aren't that bad either. Like I think his first upgrade is like $150. That is insane value. Oh, I do have accelerator. Hold on. Let's be putting that down over here. Yeah, so cryo, try and hang out in that accelerator, and you'll do a lot better. That's how you like top score. I remember last time we did Insane, Hayden did 100k damage, and I think they actually went up to 200k eventually. The freeze is really nice. Yes. Especially at max accelerator, I think you could freeze somebody basically 24/7 if you focus fire them, and they don't have any kind of CC resistance. Let's bomb the next wave. How are these doing? I am gonna sell these and put them over here. Get 2 batteries. Oh no! Cryo got hit by a meteor. That is tragic. Build up 4 of these. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's 225 for the first one, 525 for the next one, 1,125, and then 2,000 for the last one. That is not bad at all. Oh yeah, let's bomb these guys. Huge, huge gameplay. It's another cryo upgrade. Yeah, do try and chill out near the accelerator, because all of you benefit. Where's the Juggernaut going? Where did he run to? Alright, there we go. He got his heal. Now he's just got to survive for, what, 5 seconds so he can get his heal back? Damn, couldn't do it. Rip. Visionary Squad content? This is unforeseen? Yeah, it would be. Nah, Cryo is too good. So I had to come back. I mean, this isn't really a case in point, but he is good. Fellas, you guys join up on this one. While I be right back. I'm gonna get some water. Alright, I'm back. Hello. Alright. We got the whole squad. You've never seen anyone play soldier? It's mostly because the what's it called? The what's it? Oh my god. The soldier's gear, the ammo box, doesn't do very much for most classes. Like it does a lot for stuff like engineer, sniper, hunter, demo, and other things like that. But for classes that shoot quickly, like himself, scout, juggernaut, other things that shoot quickly, it absolutely does not work. Like it does nothing. A few suggestions have been made. I think Fractured said it should be based on how much damage you do. Like the next amount of damage is increased. I've said it should be a time thing where as soon as you take it, it will time you down. You'd have to do the most damage you can in that amount of time, which would kind of which would give you more benefit on most classes. But yeah, other than that, it's just that his synergies aren't that vast, which is unfortunate. All right, scouting time. So he's a support role. He's mostly a damage, but the ammo box is 2 times damage, and that is big. So it's unfortunate if he is unable to benefit that on most people. But I feel like out of all of the classes in the game, right, or out of all of the damage Visionites, he is probably the most supportive. Since he's the only person that actually gives a buff out of everybody. Yeah. I mean, Scout technically gives a buff, but he's more of a protector since it's a buff against specifically the things that might kill you. Man, I haven't. I feel like I've been seriously underusing Bard, or at least I feel like Bard has been severely underused by everybody. Because Bard is basically a 3 times damage increase for everybody else. So if everybody else is the same role, or if the Bard is good enough to switch between what they need when they need it, then Bard is freaking fantastic. That's probably why Gid is using it. He's like a level 300 and something. Hunter is also really nice. Although he might not be as good in this incarnation because the what is it? Me and Arment are some of the other highest damaging characters in this game. So we might have a bit of trouble. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be targeting assassins. There we go. Look at that, top damage. Easy. There they are. There's my prey. Look at that. Oh, and this is great with Bard because all the assassins are gonna be targeting him. So this is easy. Or her? I forgot. My bad, just got him. Yeah, that's fine. I don't expect everybody to know everything about this game as soon as they start, especially if they just bought a character. I need level 3. I feel, man, I ought to make a video about this game. But I also don't want to because they're about to update it, which is going to change absolutely everything. And I don't know how far reaching the changes are going to be. I'm not feeling too hot. Hey, here we go. There's my upgrade. Hey, thanks for the follow. Our Scout might not be too useful on this one. Scout is the most useful on hard and above because those have a lot of. Actually, it's just best on hard, which is why I wish they added more enemy types. I mean, they're probably gonna. They've said a few times that a few mechanics have been made with adding more enemies in mind, like Demo's EMP. But they are removing Demo's EMP, so they could be coming back on that. One 116 damage. Ouch. $60 damage crit. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, thanks, man. Now I can get EP. Where did I get all that damage from? Is that just from killing that one group of assassins? So imagine that boost that I just did just now, plus accelerator, and that's what it's going to be in the future. It's going to be insane, actually. These building placements make me frown. I ain't gonna lie. But I'll get over it. I got you. You're good, good. Just waiting for that second pistol. Also, yeah, teleporter bed is kind of busted broken. Because anybody that's low health, it can just be teleported away to the bed, instantly refresh their entire health, and then boom, they're back in combat. Yeah, we're top damaging by a significant margin. We're not even at our max power yet against two other classes that are really good in terms of just dealing straight damage. That being both Hunter and the other one, Armament. Is there a bed down here I can go to? There is. I'm going EP time. Good night. Accountant plus teleport is really nice. Yeah. Or anything that can kind of put you further up in the air or on top of a ledge or something. At least until you get to something like Nightmare, where they can hit you from up there still, with most, or Insane, where they can hit you with flying enemies. Oh dear! Oh dear! Save me! Oh, no teleport. Oh, I must have been on cooldown. That's a shame. He's not boosting his speed while running away. He's a bad bard. Doesn't know what he's doing. He's cooked. I'm blaming him personally for this. But they did it. Yippee. You don't like this map? I don't like this barracks placement. It's kind of getting in the way of all my stuff. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, thanks, man. A little bit too late on the airstrike. But it's appreciated. I'm trying to pick out those assassins so I can one-shot them. Yeah, once you get up to hard mode with this character, you're set. Like, Turbo Mark IIs have a ton of health and a ton of speed, and you can just mow them down with ease. Since you're doing, really, 6 times damage against them at some point. Actually, I don't know how things stack, so at most it could be something like 16 times damage. No money made on leaderboard? Yeah. There's a few things that go uncredited in this game. Bard is usually one of them. Like, Gid is doing pretty much nothing on the leaderboard right now, but really he's kind of the centerpiece of our team at the moment. It just doesn't say so on the leaderboard. And I feel like it should credit that kind of stuff. I feel like it would be really cool if this game gave titles in the same way that something like CSGO does. Where depending on what you did during the game, you get a title about what you did. So if you shot a lot of bad guys with a lot of damage, you'd get a damage title. Or if you did did a lot of supporting, did a lot of buffing, you gave a lot of defense buffs, gave a lot of speed buffs. I don't know. Also, the scout is bugged right now. I'm only shooting out of the yeah, I'm only shooting out of the right gun. Like PDD6. Yeah, that's kind of the same thing, yeah. Back to the lobby. We won. Yippee. Hmm? Hunter's good at bosses? Yes. Yes, he is. That is like one of his almost dedicated roles is a boss shredder. It used to be the same with Old Juggernaut. Old Juggernaut also kind of had that role, but now he's more of a crowd destroyer. Uh, let's go. I guess let's go Grassy Hills again. Not on mixtape. Yeah, but in terms of difficulty, I feel like Scout should be higher. Scout is down here because he is the first character you get. But I feel like Scout should be higher up in difficulty because of what he does in his list. At least, I think higher than Soldier. I think Hunter is another supportive damage due to a pocket stun. Maybe. But I feel like Scout should at least be here instead of all the way at the beginning. Because Scout is definitely not easy. In terms of control, I'd say Demo definitely also needs to be higher. A lot of these beginner classes are now a lot harder than when they were first made. How good / bad is Medic? Medic is awful. I don't think there is a reason to pick Medic. He has 20 healing per second, which is all right, I guess. You could revive people, but that's only if you're doing bad. Yeah. Medic is going to be very good because he's going to get his stim back, and stim on Medic is just straight up busted broken. You can hit somebody with a stim, heal them 400 health, which is more than max health for most characters, and give them a massive defense and offense buff. The whole point of Medic isn't that bad. I feel like Medic's pretty bad because he used to have both the defib and the stim, but he lost his stim, and that was kind of his main thing. I'm not gonna lie. He looks so cool. He does. I mean, all of Vox's models look really good. It's just a shame that the rest of the game kind of hasn't caught up with it yet. But the new lobby is being made. Yeah, engineer definitely should be pretty much at the top. I feel like in terms of most difficult characters in this game, it should go engineer, bard, medic, lieutenant, and then the rest of them. The two times healing on low health literally saves lives. Yeah, but it used to save more lives because the 40 healing per second is all right. It's all right, I guess, but not as good as it used to be. That's for sure. Accountant is the easiest support. Yeah, I'd say so. And it's also the most reliant on other people to help you, which is sad. Either that or it's Druid. Druid, you place down your tree, you sit by it, you watch YouTube shorts for 30 minutes, you come back to a victory screen. Which is sad. In terms of tanks, it should probably go... I'd say... Juggernaut, Armament, Berserker Rook, Commander, Bruiser, Defender. Druid should have a Vine Bush that slows or something. Well, at that point, you're basically just making Druid Engineer, but worse. Anyway, let's get going. See if we can get our last person in here. I'm sure there was more people in here, but they left because I've been yapping for 20 minutes. Yeah, I feel like because what is it? They're the whole point of the cost thing is that the more expensive ones aren't better, they're more difficult to play, so that new players can't play them right away and get absolutely owned as paintballer. You have to kind of have some games under your belt to play the more advanced classes, which is nice. Considerate. It might be good to have a difficulty bar on these so that people know what's up and why they're so much more expensive. Because otherwise, people do start to think that the more expensive classes are just better. I mean, soon, Paintballer, I believe, will be Paintballer pretty much is going to be a better version of Demo, because Paintballer definitely does more damage, but it takes a lot more skill to use. Is that why Mimi is expensive? Yes, Mimi is probably the hardest damage character to play in this game. It would probably go Mimi, Scout, Hunter, Assassin, Sniper, Soldier. Yeah, something like that. But is Mimi even good? Mimi is basically a answer to every single weak enemy that can't really fight back. They're basically a crowd control, really, because they can quickly kill pretty much anything that can't kill her back immediately. But you have to, the whole point or the whole idea of Mimi is both knowledge about what enemies in that difficulty or what enemies in that situation could one-shot you or very quickly bring your demise, and what enemies you shouldn't be attacking at all. Stuff like sentinels and convoys, goblin barrels, daughter factories, stuff like that. And what enemies you absolutely should be targeting, stuff like trappers, artilleries, supports of all different kinds, ranged units, and then you have to have target acquisition to actually see those enemies and then jump on them in rapid succession. Who's the hardest tank? I'd say Juggernaut. Yeah. Juggernaut has the most interlocking equipment that they all need to work together. How is everyone? Everyone is pretty all right. Don't worry, I checked. Why is it 3 out of 5? Jug, last you played is pretty simple. It's mostly about comboing and mostly about your level of fury, because once you go from 4 to 5 rampage, you instantly refresh your E. So the whole skill ceiling of Jug is to kind of feather your rampage in between 4 and 5 to get that quick refresh rate on your heal. And with that, you could pretty much out heal anything. But you have to have you almost have to have restraint on Jug to kill things at certain times to get your heal back. We're voting Box. He can do it. I forgot I have future lighting on. I should stop that. That's probably why it was so laggy at the beginning. There we go. Sorry if the stream has been laggy for a little bit. I forgot I turned it up so high. I guess I'll play a tank. Or no, he's got it. You know what? We'll play some engineer. Jug used to be simple, but after rework it's different. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you have like your gun, you have your sword, you have your E, you have your E above 5 rampage. So it's different, for sure. You love the crab? Yeah, the crab is pretty fun. Yeah, if you like any of like the Doom games, Jug is gonna be pretty familiar. Yeah, like check it. I can one shot most enemies early game with engineer. Um, I've been trying to figure out what you could do to make um, the offensive medic idea work, and I don't really know. He's a lot of fun, yeah. Hey, Scoober. 10 push-ups? I'll do those at some point. You might have to remind me. Okay, well now I'm kind of regretting my wall placement. And also, once you get engineer up to level 5, I don't know why they don't do this on the other upgrades, like at a lower amount. But engineer gets a whole lot of defense. Let's start placing walls back here. These are gonna be the permanent walls that hopefully aren't gonna die. Yeah, we got a guy playing Scout. That's pretty based. Because he's playing Scout, I'll try not to target the assassins so that he can get his damage. Oh, yeah. Very, very nice. Also, that Juggernaut is getting all of my scrap. That's awesome. Also, as a visionary, you got to be aware of hills on grassy hills. That's why I don't like this map, honestly, that much. Is that all the hills make it really hard to put up defenses as a visionary, especially the defenses that require line of sight or a straight line to work in. Stuff like catapult or sentry or accelerator with classes that are good with accelerator. Another wall to add to my collection. Yeah, I'm trying to lure this goblin giant over here. Okay, we got an airdrop coming in again. Let's grab this. Okay, sentries. I think if this visionary is just sentry maxing, you know what? I'm cool with that. Especially as an engineer. This is kind of the best time to do such a thing. What does upgrading NG do? Upgrading NG gives her more attack on her basic attack, and that by a pretty significant amount. Like at level 5, the shotgun does insane damage, and also gives her more scrap per scrap thing. So it just makes her able to upgrade all of her stuff, or place down more stuff quickly. Hydrate again. If only I had something to hydrate. You guys are like radio. Like you guys have like a radio hooked into my drinking cups, and you just know that when you guys just know when I run out of water, and you time it right. Level 1 scout. Yeah. Alright, let's get another wall set up. I don't think this guy knows. I don't think he's a knower. Yeah, I mean, if he's sentry maxing, that's fine with me, though. You can do that all day. Because sentries are just kind of insane. I'll try not to shoot the assassins. Oh man, that hurt. Thank you. Hey, Water. Just got back from a game. A game of what? Let's get this so we can place another wall. Can only play the first half? Drats. The Great Wall is going quite well, I'd say. Game of soccer? Cool. Yeah, I don't think this guy knows what he's doing. I mean, it would make sense. He's only level 1. He hasn't. This is his first game of playing this. Where is he? Well, hopefully you have a swift recovery. Because you got to get back out there. Your team's going to lose, bro. You ain't carrying. Let me get this scrap. For another wall. What the John? So true. Yeah, this guy's sentry maxing. He's put it all into one sentry. And it isn't even doing anything. Oh, the other guy left. He couldn't handle it. Never surrender? Of course. The wall will hold. Hmm. Ow. You'd be back on the pitch. Yep. I guess I should lead them back over to the sentry. Our one source of damage. Easy. Ow. Center back? I do not know what this means. I don't watch sports. Hmm. It's a defender? Gotcha. Defender visionary squad. Yeah, fellas, it ain't looking good. Our visionary is only upgrading the sentries. He said one thing in chat and then he closed it, and now he will not talk to us. He's gone nonverbal. Ow. 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 It's over. We did not win. Is that an L Visionary? Yeah, it's his first time playing, though, so I can't be too mad. Ugh. Yeah, yeah. Let's see if I can interrogate him a little bit here. I love when that happens. Welcome back. Yeah. I don't know why that happens specifically with Roblox, but every time I join something, it has a chance to just disconnect my internet. What's the play here? Two snipers. I mean, if that's the case, I'll probably go soldier. Is Rook good or bad? I don't know. Rook seems all right. I feel like you have to kind of play it a certain way though, where you kill everything in a certain group and then you sit there for a bit in safety. It's a really strange combat loop with Rook because you have to be somewhere safe so that if somebody is in danger, you can teleport them quickly. But you also have to be in the fray because that's where most of your damage and most of your tanking comes from. I do not remember a soldier doing this much damage. Healing crystal. I haven't seen healing crystal in a long time. Okay, now I have my ability, so I do even more insane damage. All this needs now is a manual reload, which I am sure it's coming in the next update, whenever that arrives. Which I'm sure is soon. Update soon, guys. The update is real. It's on its way in negative 15 days. Hope you guys are ready to party. Ouch. Bro just got clobbered. I'd say this should be the first class you get as a for damage. Because I feel like this is the purest distillation of the damage class. Because scout is uh either this or sniper. Sniper and soldier, I feel like should be the first two classes you get as damage. Because they feel like the biggest. They feel like the best straight damage in this game. Everything else kind of feels like a hybrid of one or two categories. Hunter is a damage eco, Scout is a damage protector, Mimi is a damage control. There are other ones, I'm sure. But yeah, that's what I think. I'm kind of insane on Soldier. Oh, now Boxes wants an upgrade. The irony. Thank you for the shield. Yeah, no need to heal me, man. I got a shield. Bathroom is occupied. All right, well, we have you for a bit longer then. We're playing around a soldier. Soldier's fun. My my wish is that corpses wouldn't block my bullets. Go away. Damn, that sucks, bro. Soldier is your favorite class? Yeah, it's not too bad. There you go, pal. All right, let's reload real quick and just start lighting them up. Come on. 2 seconds left. And oh dear, do not hit me. Thank you. That's not good. I'm trying my best. TWR. The Wineal Rand. Those who remain. Right. Oh no. Oh dear. Hello. I won't be around for the rest of today. I got stuff to do. But if you feel like getting some people together to do such a thing, you could probably find some people willing on my Discord. Trying not to get owned right now. Does the sword have a pierce count? I don't think so. I think it just keeps hitting everything in front of you. But yeah, your main bread and butter is your E. Once you're above 5, actually, when you're below 5 Fury, hit it, and then once you get above 5 Rampage, you can hit it again. It instantly refreshes the cooldown, and then you heal like 1,250 health or something insane. And that is what you want. Oh my god, he's instantly dead. I'm shooting. I'm shooting. All of my bones. Drats. Hey, Bell. I guess I gotta do all that stuff that you guys told me to do. I will be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink, and then I'll do those push-ups. In the meantime, you guys can come dance over here in this corner. All right, I'll be right back. Hey, everybody. I'm back. All right, I'm take a drink. All right, and I'm doing those 10 push-ups you want me to do. I'm back. Hello. It is time to make a lobby. I remember when you first discovered this game. I remember when I first discovered this game. Alright, here we go. We got Zerker, we got Sniper, Paintballer, and I guess I'll keep playing Scout. We do kind of need some kind of protector. I guess Engineer? Merchant. That doesn't do great with us. I'm not going to lie. I guess I'll stick with Scout. Hey, thanks, man. Alright. Scout is just too good. I can't be stopped. You can pretty much just lay off on the upgrades now. Because if level 3 is really the power spike of Scout. And after that, you don't really need more than that. I guess I'll go Witch's Brew. Thanks, bro. Free crit. No, not the best timing of that. Airstrike, then. Damn, he lived. I gotta keep these assassins dead so that our boy Paintballer doesn't get owned. I got you, boy. You're good. I will hold them at bay. This is why Scout's good. Oh, those guys are paralyzed. There we go. Almost 2k damage. I'm insane. Don't die. Don't go dying now. Remember, you have a lot longer range than you think. You don't have to be in breath smelling distance. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, easy. Done. This is going quite well. We're still handily top damage. Scout is just too good. Oh, yeah. Berserker has a very good effect versus children. Very small goblins. Yeah. Alright, easy airstrike. Nice. Okay, wave 25. I'd love to get my level 5. I feel like that would be good about now. Never mind. I don't know what he was doing in the middle of the crowd over there. Silly little guy. Oh, Rang has passed me. Ah, there we go. Okay. 160 damage a shot in incredible paintballer gameplay. This class is simply too good. And what is it? I think a minute cooldown. That's not bad at all. Easy. Uh-oh, gotta go. Yeah, not so fast now. Uh oh, Berserker died. No way. He's actually doing... Is he? No, he went AFK when he died. That is the classic Berserker mistake. You gotta keep going when you die. I guess I should probably buy something. Alright. I do gotta solo these guys for a bit after all. Alright, as soon as these guys start getting close, I'll activate radar. Hit a bunch of fat damage numbers on all these guys. 320 damage. Holy moly. Alright, merchant plus scout. Kinda gross. I wonder if the E works with hyper laser. I guess we'll find out. Oh, he's going into a rage again. Okay, you know what? That worked pretty good. Still did top damage. Just not by much. 30k ain't too bad for easy, though. Zerk is beautiful. Yeah. You just got to be careful. Because you can turn very quickly from beautiful to a dead person. There's nobody to raid. You think you found your favorite character? Could be. Where are these pings coming from? Oh, they're both from my own server. GG, indeed. Alright. But I am going to find somebody to raid. I don't know who yet. Because it doesn't... there's nobody family-friendly on Roblox. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nobody is streaming Roblox. That is insane. Okay. Well, I will see you guys around, I guess. I'm just ending stream. Goodbye everyone. Smooches. Bye.